Well, how many of us pour a fruit juice with breakfast and think we're doing our bodies a favour? Their labels suggest they all contain the real deal, but the critics say most of it is pulp fiction.
Everyone should be really wary of what they're getting.
You need to be careful.
Oh. Why would you add vitamin C to orange juice?
Hard to believe, but they're talking about our favourite breakfast beverage.
You don't really know where it comes from, and nor will you be able to find out by reading the label. They're actually shifting it from one country into another country and then into Australia just to hide where they're coming from.
But down in the Riverina of New South Wales...
We are the largest citrus growing area in Australia in terms of quantity of all of Australia's fresh orange juice.
Louis Sartor is as proud as punch of his chemically free fruit.
It'd be very, very rare for any of us to put any chemicals on these orange trees at all. They're grown at World's best practice. We don't have any of the diseases that our other countries have.
But the same can't be said for foreign oranges.
In South America, they'll be pouring on 12 times a year, maybe more.
There are two alarming concerns these citrus farmers have about many of the orange juices sold on our shelves. We don't know where they're from or how old they are.
Then they put it in a steel drum, they freeze it, they stick it in the ocean, it comes out here, it can sit in storage for 2 or 3 years, and then they heat it up, defrost it, and then they add some water and call it juice.
No, it's not a petrochemical plant, but an orange juice factory. And here, like a lot of other third world juice factories around the globe, they boil it down into a resin that is put into drums and sent to places like Australia, where they politely call it reconstituted.
The labelling laws are really are a farce. I mean, you know, they can concentrate oranges, they can add water onto it, and then they put in a label and call it orange juice. You can't concentrate a grape and then add water back to the grape and call it wine.
And that's why you have juices in Australia, believe it or not, claiming added vitamin C. Why would you add vitamin C to orange juice?
At the Nudie juice factory, James Ajaka is battling the reconstituted foreigners.
We're all about making sure our juice is completely unadulterated, nothing but the fruit.
The majority of orange juice sold in Australia is reconstituted, but the heating process to make the resin means vitamins and minerals are lost. That's why many brands put in vitamin C.
Everyone should be really wary of what they're getting. Food isn't food and juice isn't juice.
And none of those labels saying imported will ever tell you if it's Pakistan, Brazil, India or a dozen other countries from where your brekkie juices come from, with the exception of maybe this one.
There's only 5% real juice, so it's full of a lot of other chemicals, sugar, additives, preservatives, sweeteners, and you go to look where it's from and it's got made in PRC.
PRC? What's that?
PRC is all we can work out is People's Republic of China.
Of the most popular juices on the market, just two, Australian Fresh and Nudie, are pure orange juice. Many are blends of fresh and reconstituted juice, Golden Circle, Daily and Mildura. And these Berry Classic and Orchie brands were made purely of reconstituted juice. Some had flavours and or colours. Then there was added sugar in these ones. And preservative was in these three brands.
Fruit drink. You know as soon as it says fruit drink that it's not 100% juice.
Dr. Joanna McMillan is a nutritionist and food scientist.
You need to be careful because you'll see that some of these say that they're preservative free, but other ones actually have other preservatives that you really don't want to have too much of in your diet.
Freshly squeezed juices have no preservatives, but can only be stored cold for a short time.
It's about shelf life. It's much easier to make a product that lives for 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, and not worry about it going off on the shelf.
But for that quality, you pay a little more.
More and more consumers are becoming aware of the downside of preservatives, additives, colourings, flavourings, especially on kids.
There is an industry trick on the label too, and it all depends on what word comes first.
This one here says processed in Australia from imported and local ingredients.
That means it's more than 50% imported.
Because imported was first.
So
and
it
local
could be
came
99% imported.
Finally, if anybody knows anything about orange juice, it'd have to be these guys, with over 100 years in the industry combined.
Hey, sold.
So we set up a taste test.
Oh, it's awful. Yeah. Might actually be able to kill a few weeds with that.
Of the nation's top sellers.
It's not bad.
That's nice.
That's not bad.
Yeah. But it's got some nice consistency about it.
And the verdict?
4 or 5.
Yeah,
Very
likewise.
close.
Yep. 4 and 5 with the 2 premium juices there.
But if the Australian consumer actually drank fresh Australian orange juice, the consumption of fresh orange juice would go up because they would actually appreciate a really nice flavoured product.
Once again, as we always see, you do get what you pay for.